And we're back. I will now quickly catch up on some films I haven't reviewed yet, so hold on to your butts. Loved it? Great. Great. Okay. Surprisingly good. Don't remember watching this one. Not enough bees. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about Longlegs. Set primarily in the 90s, Longlegs stars Maika Monroe as Lee Harker, a rookie FBI agent with slight psychic abilities. Lee is tasked with investigating the mysterious serial killer Longlegs, who manipulates his victims into committing murder-suicides, targeting families in particular. Here's a little fun fact. The director of this movie, Osgood Perkins, is the son of Anthony Perkins, who famously played Norman Bates in the movie Psycho. I've been a fan of Oz for a while, and his first feature, The Blackcoat's Daughter, is one of my favorite horror films. Check that one out if you haven't seen it yet, it is really good. And he's also directing a new Stephen King adaptation, The Monkey. Perkins is really good at creating waking nightmares. His movies have a certain vibe to them that sticks with you long after the movie is over. And Longlegs is no exception. And it's great. This movie is seriously unnerving from the outset. The first 10 minutes alone are really tense. What I love most about this movie is the constant eerie tension. Even when Agent Harker is just having a simple conversation with someone, you can feel something evil lurking over every single scene, like something can jump out at you at any given moment. And it does have two very prominent jump scares, but in this case I will forgive it because they're built up and they do add to the film's atmosphere. But don't worry, Longlegs is scary all on its own. It doesn't need any jump scares, and if I was the editor on this film, I would have taken at least one out. The cinematography definitely helps with the unsettling vibe. The composition and the framing are beautiful and creepy at the same time, with lots of wide-angle shots and deep shadows. Unlike all of Perkins' movies, this film is slower paced. It intentionally crawls towards the climax of the film. Without giving away any spoilers, I can say that the third act is very clever and surprising. It reminded me of the highly underrated movie Exorcist III. Another movie, if you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend it. I even cut a modern trailer for it, which I'll link in the description. So, Maika Monroe is excellent in this film. She doesn't have a lot of dialogue, and when she does speak, it's very reserved, but she does say a lot with subtle facial expressions. She is one of the highlights in this film, the other being Nicolas Cage. Terrifying is the only word to describe Cage's performance in this film. His face is, you know, that guy who's had all this plastic surgery to look like a Ken doll? I'm willing to bet that guy was the inspiration for the character. Every time he's on screen, you feel on edge. When you combine that with the unpredictability of Nick Cage, you got yourself a villain scarier than Kimberly Guilfoyle.
You thought all the lawfare would take down Donald Trump, but it's only making him even stronger.
All in all, this was an exceptional horror film. Everything about it is designed to creep you out. The cinematography, the sound design, the makeup effects. The whole time I felt like I was watching something cursed. It does telegraph something in the beginning though. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is an interaction between Agent Harker and someone that kind of gives away the ending a little bit. But other than that, I have no notes. This movie really gets under your skin and stays there for a good while. So I highly recommend Longlegs. It's the best.
Oh, there she is.
Gniewne sił szalarskie zyszyłzjazjamni I mrówną zyszdornych jasper Nikolciani rewzydyr dostawia buźdyr